Hi, it's Evo. I'm gonna be talking about Dinosaurs Train, the TV show, and about its inaccuracies with dinosaurs. I credit all of my knowledge pretty much to YouTube things, which is Trey the Explainer's paleo profile, and then there's someone else's thing called Your Dinosaurs Are Wrong. Those are what I've learned the most about these creatures from. Forgive me for I am recording this audio on a toaster, I mean iPhone. Our first issue is we see that it presents the main characters except for Buddy as pteranodons, but pteranodons would have much larger and much more rounded wings, because if they had the type of wings that they have in Dinosaur Train, the aerodynamics would be messed up and the wings would be a lot larger and more muscular so that they could take off and really fly around. They were very big creatures. Buddy's character is always presented as a T-Rex, but T-Rexes are feathered dinosaurs. That's pretty much proven as a fact. And Buddy has no feathers, not even like small fibers, which is another problem with the pteranodons, which were covered in pycnofibers. So Buddy is also just has Buddy has a giant head compared to the body. Yeah. The pteranodons present themselves as dinosaurs, even though pteranodons were not dinosaurs, and they were quite different actually. The Troodon conductor is one of the only dinosaurs with feathers, but the feathers are always hidden underneath the cap, and Troodons were covered in feathers, and while the show is correct that Troodons, what we know of, were probably the smartest dinosaurs, that doesn't mean they were smart enough to drive a train, although that's just for the show. I can't really criticize it for that. And yeah. Another big problem with the show that is not the show's fault is that, well, it kind of is the show's fault, but it's not something that you can fault it for too much, is a lot of these creatures would be eating each other. But, this is a kid's show, so I guess I can let it off. Another thing, going back to the start of the intro, is that pteranodons had their wings going down to at least their knees, I'm pretty sure, and Mrs. Pteranodon in the show also doesn't have air sacs, which were how they regulated their flight to keep them in the air. And on the ground, pteranodons were four-legged, whereas in the end of the intro, we see them walking around on two legs. This is not that big of a complaint of mine. It's just something I could mention. At the end of the intro, the large dinosaur named Laura, I actually forget what she's meant to be, but she opens her mouth and apparently swallows you, but she is supposed to be covered in feathers also. It's just large theropod dinosaurs, a lot of them had feathers. A lot of theropods in general had feathers. So yeah,